How does New South Wales win Origin?
I think we do. I think we're finally in this position where we've wanted to be. Because every year we try and pick the best Blues side that we can pick. This year our best players can't be picked. So now we're going to have 17 guys that are told they can't get a job done. And I think that's the most dangerous, the best position you could ever be. And I think we've always picked the best player. We need to pick on personality. And I think
that's what Queensland have kind of figured out, huh?
Yeah. You pick your 2 or 3 star players, and then you pick the right personality. I left Latrell out of my Origin team too, but my brother sort of said the other day, Latrell's like a bit like Dane Gagai at Origin level. Put him in the centres, and he's gonna cause some havoc. So he's another
Michael
one
Jennings always killed it in Origin.
Play. Luke Lewis is the best Origin player the Blues have had in, the last 20 years. So this pick and stick, like I think it's a bit of a myth. People keep saying, "Oh, Queensland picked and stick." Well, they didn't. They had the best players, not only at Origin level, but they all fired at Clubland. They've always had a couple of players that haven't fired, but they've still put them in. But they've never been in key positions. Like, when's the last time someone's questioned one of the picks for Queensland's spine?
No,
they've picked themselves, and it's been so obvious. Whereas we're like, oh, we need a pick and stick. No, we tried that. Like, Mitchell Pearce was our 7 every year, and don't get me wrong, he was the best 7 that the Blues had by a country mile. But we tried that pick and stick thing, and it hasn't worked. We tried Hodkinson and Reynolds, something a little bit left field, and they were 2 guys that were told that they couldn't get the job done. And what do? They go and do it. Yeah,
it'd be interesting see how they played out. Who would you pick as your spine right now?
How do you not pick Edwards?
Nah, I'd pick Edwards as well. And my opinion on this is with Teddy, obviously one of the greats, but like the way he sort of plays football, for me, when I asked about the Josh Hodgson conversation, when I think about playing with Teddy, like, it'll be great because he can get you out of situations, but like if he's calling...
You say that, but what do you mean get you out of situations? Because I think...
He's had some big moments.
Yeah, but I think the way that Edwards plays and the way that Tedesco plays is almost identical.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you think Ponga, Walsh, they're out the back causing drama on 3v2s.
Yeah.
Teddy doesn't play 3v2s. Teddy's never been a...
It's through the middle third.
Oh, he makes tired forwards miss.
Yeah.
But I think Edwards is just a younger, more fitter version. That's now... He played a grand final on one leg. He was nearly the best player. Like, if he retired tomorrow... I said it last week, but if he retired tomorrow without a Blues cap to his name, it'd be the biggest injustice ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I have...
I'd pick Edwards, yeah.
I wouldn't have Yo there. I said this the other week too.
You go Cam Murray? Or?
I think he gets in the way in Origin. I don't think Origin's a pass-first kind of game, and I think he's too much pass-first.
Is Carey still good?
I don't know if it is.
You don't reckon?
I don't know.
I think because he's such a tall body, like, you kind of have to jump up over the board to get a decent shot on him.
Maybe.
But I think when he shows and goes and he digs back into that soft spot of the A, I think his carry's still strong. Be interesting to see his post-contact meters. I think we're so blinded by his passing ability.
Yeah, and that's what we think he always does, yeah.
Might get caught up in it.
I had Trebojevic there just as a sort of heart of a lion, won't let anyone down.
Has he got enough leg speed for Origin?
No, but once again, you tell him he can't do it, and he has that. I reckon he has that place he can go to where he's that Dallas Johnson mould where people pick him and they go, what are they thinking there? But he just gets it done.
Nate Miles was like that, eh? He was the best. He was the best at Origin.
Yeah. You got to go Nico Hines. I didn't have him there, but you got to go him.
Has he got too much footy in him for Origin, do you reckon?
Well, that's been the knock on him. But like I said about Daly Cherry Evans, I think obviously Nico come through the Manly system, but I think if you had to liken him to anyone, I reckon it's DC. He doesn't have that. Like, he's not Adam Reynolds. He's not kicking. He's not kick happy, but he can kick. Who do you put next to him? I don't know. That's the catch-22.
That's the Origin deciding question, isn't it?
You got to go Luai or Burton with whatever's left. I think Luai's copped a bad rap at Origin level. I reckon
that's because his personality off the field gives him an easy target.
Yeah. Well, I think when he's next to Nathan, I think right or wrong, Nathan can be shielded from a lot of the criticism, and a lot of the feedback after a loss is, well, how do we free Nathan up? Where sort of Luai can get a bit of blame for that. Like, when you're such a dominant duo, a lot of the questions are about how do we help things for Nathan rather than admiring what Jerome does as well.
I had doubts over Burton as a 6, probably the start of the year.
Yeah, but I said the other day, he's not a Clubland 6.
Nah.
I'm watching him at Club going, he's put down 6 on his resume because you get paid
the most money.
But he's a centre in a good team.
Oh, 100%.
But at Origin, maybe he's a 6. Big left foot boot.
Almost like when Sean Timmins come on.
Sean Timmins-esque. That's what I said the other day. I think big left boot can get us out of trouble. Does his D stand up? I don't know. But I reckon in that arena, 80% of people, their D stands up because the arena brings the best out in you.
Yeah,
that was
sure.
I missed out on Origin, and like it's still a bit of like I'm still filthy that I did. I had a good enough year probably to go pretty close. I was in the discussions, scored a hat trick at City Country, and I get why they didn't throw me in. But then I'm like, that might have been the occasion that sent me on my path to greatness. You know what I mean? But
money.
I guess we'll never know. More money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the burden conversation is like I watched him. The game was on the line and Magic. It was probably the only part of football I watched all weekend. But the game was on the line and they had a good ball set, and he was just sort of parked on one edge and didn't get one touch.
No, he's a 6. So this is what I said the other day too: is if he's going to be a 6, he needs a premier half next to him.
Yeah,
but you can't get paid $1 million if you need another $1 million player next year. That's why in club land, in salary cap land, he can only be a centre. I think you can only pay $1.5 mega. Panthers that's what's happened at Penrith. You know what I mean? Luai's played backseat for a little while, but after a while you go, well, hang on, I'm going to go get mine. Like,
fair enough.
Nathan's got his, and it's been great while it's lasted. But I'm going to go and it's a challenge for him, like he said. But it's also a nice little pay rise as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for Origin. It's going to be good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who takes over Munster, Dearden or Ezra?
Dearden.
Yeah, I think so too.
That game that he played was in COVID. I was like, what? How are they putting this kid in there? But he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's only gone to bigger heights, chasing down blokes, tough as nails.
He's quicker than I thought he is.
That chase down, yeah.
Yeah, that was huge, eh?
Where he got to the 20-metre line, it was like he was done, and then he just goes again. Yeah, he's pretty impressive, man.